The day has finally arrived, November 13th. The Gummy Bear album is now in stores everywhere, with lots of music, videos, and extras. I've been waiting for this day since before I was born. Needless to say, it is the greatest masterpiece of this modern century. That is just undebatable. However, some tracks are better than others, which is why today I will be ranking the Gummy Bear album. First things first, let's start with the opening track, I'm a Bear.
Everybody knows I'm a bear.
This track profoundly professes one of the two most important things to know about our friend Gummy Bear. That is, he is a bear, and this song does not want you to forget that he is, in fact, a bear. I think this is a really important message to spread to the world, because, some people may not realize that the Gummy Bear is, in fact, a bear, which is why he lures us in with this incredible hook. Everybody knows I'm a bear. It's true. Everybody does know he's a bear. I think the mix on this one is a little weak. Some of the synths don't really come through like they could, and the kick just needs a transient. It just needs a transient. And the vocal mixing, auto-tune, it's Gummy Bear at his weakest form, which is a little disappointing considering this is the opening to, once again, one of the greatest masterpieces of the modern century. However, I think its lyrical attributes and general hook's form of communication still makes it quite a worthwhile listen, so I'll put this at B for Bear. The following track is Tiki Tikitaka, which I actually consider to be a definite improvement over the last track. The production is much more sharp. I like the progression and general layout of the elements included in this track. The lyrics have much more diversity with a new guest vocalist on the verses, which I think it is just an incredible track overall. It really delivers whatever the heck Tiki Tikitaka means. So yes, I will put this in A tier. The following track is My Piano, and I must say, maybe I need more time to let this track grow on me, but currently I'm not really feeling it. What's really throwing me off is a track called My Piano, when really, piano plays a very small role in the track, aside from its lyrical presence. The main instrument of the track is a guitar, which just, it's upsetting. To say the least. It's very upsetting. However, I think there's still some things to be admired in this track, and I really like its change to a major key at the end, or different key. I don't actually know how music works. So, it's a decent track. I'm gonna put it in B tier again, but it's good. Still could use more work. Maybe I'll change it to an A later. We'll see how the rest of the tracks fare. Hey, this is me editing the video at 1 a.m. It's definitely A tier. I don't know what I was thinking. Goodbye. The following track is quite festive and exciting, exuberant. It's Maroon Maroomba.
Maroomba. He wants Maroon, Maroon, Maroomba. Maroon, Maroon, Maroomba. You gotta be Maroon, Maroon.
It's not as much of a standout track, I will say, but what it accomplishes very well. I think the percussion is great. General percussion and melody is great, even if it's not the most memorable track on the album. And I think it's important to teach kids about the color maroon, because most kids don't really think about maroon much. When they think colors, they think about stupid, dumb little colors like red, orange, yellow, green, purple, there's another one or something. But they don't talk about the glory that is maroon, and I think it's very valuable that we are giving children this widened knowledge of colors. I have to give big props to Gummy Bear on that one. However, I will say I wish the music video was not so heavily sexualized, but I will put this track at an A. The track afterwards is Gummy Ninja Time.
Gummy Ninja Time, Gummy Ninja Time, Kung Fu Fighting, Kung Fu Fighting.
Like My Piano, the thing that's thrown me off is the disconnect between the instrumental and the lyrics. There is a moon guitar, or whatever it's called, but that's really all you get for the correlation to the lyrical value of Gummy Ninja Time. I wish it played more into the element of ninja and kung fu, which is, you know, the entire thesis of the song. So this is going in B tier, but there's still a ton of respect for what it's doing. Then we have Lollipop. And I've got to say, I'm fairly conflicted on this one, because I think its main hook, Lollipop, is a little too repetitive, and the instrumentation and general organization of the idea is really not doing a ton for me. I almost say that section is C tier. Also, the music video is kind of showing its age in the animation. That's just a side note. However, I think it's the sections in between the choruses that really shine. I love the synth solo. The lyrical change in the verses about the sun coming up, that is definitely an improvement. That's about A tier. So I think all the elements come together to a B tier song. You can tell that Gummibär has improved a lot. So this track is important placement in the album to show how far this artist has come from creating incredible music to incredibler music. Now we have Ghostbusters. A charming and exuberant cover. Did I already say exuberant? Doesn't matter, because that's what this is. I've got to say, I love this track. The energy is really good, mixing, sound selection is really good. I love the bouncy approach to this classic track, and it's done so well. I wish there was a little bit more integration into the theme of him being a gummy bear, since most of the lyrics do make sure to mention that part. However, this is still quite a worthwhile listen with just excellent instrumentation, excellent execution, does everything masterfully. Please look for GUMMYBÄR Ghostbusters on November 13th, or 14th, or October 30th. It is perfect. Up next is Dame la Gomita, and this is a crime. This is a sin against humanity. I don't want to talk about it. I do not want to talk about this. We're moving on. This is not good. This is not okay. Now we have Happy Birthday to You.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I'm not loving this song. I'm sorry to offend all of you diehard Happy Birthday to You fans, but it just doesn't bring enough originality to the table, in my opinion. It's got the classic Gummibär bounce and some of that festival vibe. What's really killing me is the lyrical repetition. It's happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. And then when you get more variation in the verses, it's just a vocoder adding in more bops. Doesn't reflect the innovation and creativity we've come to know and love from Gummibär. I'm kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I do understand it's supposed to be a sing-along track. You don't want complicated lyrics. I just wish more was done with this. C tier. I'm sorry. Now we have Gummy Shark.
Octopus, octopus, gummy, gummy, octopus, gummy, 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 gummy shark.
And I've got to say, once again, initially, it's a cover I wasn't feeling too big on. The flows that he gets into just don't flow well, to be honest. The cult classic Baby Shark is really emphasized by its syllable count, and Gummibär will mess with the syllable count by throwing in some other animals, which is creative, but it just doesn't stick the same way the original did. However, it's a variation in creativity that really makes this track shine, with eventual tempo changes, key changes, and lyrical changes, ending with the great moral that everybody is a shark.
You're a shark, we're a shark, everybody is a shark, everybody is a shark.
That just highly elevates my opinion of this track. I think I'm going to give it an A, just for everything it accomplishes beyond its original premise. That is outstanding work. Next we have I Would Like to Party. This is a great track. It's got lots of bounce, lots of energy. Even if lyrically simplistic, you can tell the focus of this one is more on the party vibe that it brings. Play this in the club and I promise you that you will have everybody jumping to this absolute banger of a track. There are some elements that I will say I don't love. I think the donk percussion, it doesn't fit that in that well. It's a little messy. The main lead melody doesn't feel like it knows where it's going, but I think it still has that bounce. That bounce is so integral to Gummibär's music, and it's very present here in a very club vibe. The music video brings me to tears just from its beauty. I wish I could live in a world like this. I dream of one day being able to live in an environment where there are just plush gummy bears dancing everywhere. I want to escape this hell that is currently my life and live in the world of dancing gummy plush. I want it more than anything. Yeah, B. No, A. It's an A tier. Wait. Did Gummibär really just say, let them call Jay-Z? You've gotta help me. Tell me he talked about Jay-Z. Okay, I cannot find lyrics for Wiggle Wiggle.
Banana makes you crazy. Come and call Jay-Z. Let the rhythm catch you.
Banana makes you crazy. Come and call Jay-Z. Tell me that's what he said. I am about to lose my mind. But yeah, this is a very, I'm gonna say bouncy for every song, aren't I? It's a bouncy track, and it's got a great melody, very fun vibe. Lyrics are decent, especially if they're talking about, banana makes you crazy. Someone called Jay-Z. Please tell me that's actually what's in there. I will say, this music video is going to leave me mentally scarred. Why are the bananas dancing? And then, why is the goat eating a banana? Why are they all moving like this? This actually gives me anxiety. This is an anxiety attack. I do not like this. A tier. Next, we have Gummy Egg.
Gummy, gummy egg. Gummy, gummy egg. Gummy, gummy egg.
And it may be really easy to ignore this track, to sleep on this track, but it's actually something quite incredible, accentuated by that pounding brass and all these vibrant melodies is this unforgettable hook. Gummy Gummy Egg, Gummy Gummy Egg. It's so catchy and so enjoyable. This track is beautifully done. Such a joy to listen to. So many other tracks may take the spotlight in this album, but do not sleep on the masterpiece that is Gummy Egg. This is, you know what? I'm gonna put it in S tier. It is an S tier track. Also, not gonna lie, these gummy hula dancers are kinda hot. Speaking of banger tracks, the next piece is Lilliput.
I'm really pushing, I am Lilliput. Hello.
This caught me totally off guard. It's absolutely a fantastic track. The instrumental kind of has a marching band vibe. There's still some sort of like darkness or distress to it. And that's what makes it so interesting, considering the topic of the lyrics about being shrunk, which is a pretty relatable situation we have all been in, no doubt. I think lyrics and in how well they're thought out is where this track really shines, because the hook isn't just something simple like I shrink, oh my gosh, I shrank, somebody help me, but it's a reference to the classic novel Gulliver's Travels, with the main focus of the track being Lilliput, which is just a really interesting perspective to put on this already gripping story about Gummibär being shrunken to the size of a gummy bear. Wait, there's lots of wordplay, lily pushing, and Lilliput. As opposed to something as repetitive as I'm a bear, There are many more lyrics. Overall, Gummibär has much more to say in this track. Hello, this is me. I'm not half the man that I used to be. Easily one of the best tracks of the entire album. I have no doubt about that. If you haven't listened to Lilliput, do it right now. It's a masterpiece. S tier. Also, let's talk about the beginning of this music video where he's like,
I wonder what this button does.
you could not ask for better comedy. The following track is Hey Look.
Hey, look, I'm driving a car.
I know some people may disagree about the lyrics. Some people may find their odd specificity and overall strangeness to be disarming. I personally think it's really charming. Just the innocence of, hey, look, I'm sitting on a swing. That's just wholesome. I can't look at that and not think, wow, that's wholesome. I want more content like that in my life. Everything about this song and especially this video just screams made 2 days before the album submission date. And I love it. Raw, unfiltered beauty. If I had a criticism, I wish the bass line had more variation as opposed to just being a constant sub. However, for everything else it does, I love the electro swing vibe with that saxophone melody. It's great. And, you know, something has to be said about this guy who found gummy bears in his, car. I just wanted to talk about it. I need to share this with someone. I feel alone. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Next we have Gummibär K-pop version.
나는야 Gummybär, 그래 난 Gummybär, 다 같이 엉덩이를 흔들어.
It's just the original Gummibär, but with Korean lyrics. You know, the original is undoubtedly an absolute masterpiece, so that's good. I would complain that there were not more steps taken to more correlate this to the genre it takes after. However, Gummibär is about uniting everyone, whatever the culture is, and I think the intent of this lack of change is to say that we're all the same, no matter what race, nationality we are, whatever language we speak. It's a really important message, and I'm glad Gummibär is able to reach out to audiences that maybe weren't able to get on the Gummibär train earlier. So, mad respect to that, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Yeah, it's just a Korean version of Gummibär, and it's beautiful. Finally, we have the Gummibär Megamix. And this track is just done oh so perfectly. Energetic super saw stacks and solid melodies, brilliant mixing, bass. It's an energetic take on the original. As I said, masterfully done. If it will send the dance floor into conniptions, I assure you. It takes the masterpiece that's original and just puts it in this context of vibrance. I'm saying that word a lot. And energy that's just so appealing. If I had any criticism, I wish that more than 4 songs were put into Megamix, but just what it does with the very few resources it chooses to select is masterful, and it's S tier. This is the peak of music. We've reached it. Nothing will ever compare to this unless 100 GECS releases their second LP soon. This is peak musicality, and if you want to have a discussion in the comments, don't, because you're wrong. You're wrong. Music will never get any better than this, okay? Mozart is crying. He is rolling in his grave because he was incapable of creating the musical masterpiece. I'll say it again. That is the Gummy Bear Album. We will never hear something as beautiful as the Gummy Bear Album. So take just 48 minutes. Take that time out of your day and appreciate the beauty that is the greatest musical project of any century. Thank you all for watching my ranking of the Gummy Bear Album. I hope to see you soon, but I won't, because I'm not gonna upload anything like this ever again. Hopefully. I'm a little worried about myself. I just spent the last 45 minutes recording an in-depth review of the Gummy Bear album. This is a call for help. Have a wonderful evening.